Far in the Chelsea hot seat, and Norwich are in the mood to increase his discomfort as they relish life back in the Premier League. After last week's stirring victory over Newcastle, it's no surprise. Quetta on the overlap with a chance to cross. Abraham is back post, and there he is, and Chelsea have the lead inside 3 minutes. Tammy Abraham, who was given the nod today by Frank Lampard, who felt he would just have a bit more mobility than Olivier Giroud. Well, Abraham thanks his gaffer for that selection today. Great combination, and on he goes. He's away from Jorginho, and he's found Cantwell, and now it's Pukki, and Cantwell, and Norwich are level. Less than 3 minutes after Chelsea went in front, Norwich City reply with lovely football and a great finish from Todd Cantwell. Abraham, who was trying so hard to keep the ball in play, he might wish that he hadn't. Pass from Aarons. And here's Mason Mount for Chelsea in business. Oh, what a finish. What a player this young man is. Mason Mount, with his second of the season, puts Chelsea back in front. Norwich lost possession. Jorginho. Emerson changing the angle of delivery. Christensen. Great save by Tim Krul. Running it in for Pukki, who's goal side. And you know what follows from that? Pukki Blinder scores again. 2-2. His first sniff of an opportunity today. And he finds the back of the net. Waiting for delivery, but they change it. They take it short. Buendia with a hit. Kepa saves. Where's that going? Hanley with a follow-up. And Kepa saves again. Attack that Norwich have managed so far. The other end, it's Abraham. Might have to go alone here, and does brilliantly. Chelsea back in front. A second for Tammy Abraham. And ironically, it comes less than 30 seconds after Norwich's first attempt at goal in this second period. For Kovacic. Goalkeeper's dropped it. Zuma shoves it home. Frank Lampard can celebrate his first 3 points as a Premier League
hat-trick hero of last season's 5-1 here. Can become the first Brazilian to 50 Premier League goals. Mo Salah needs 1 for 150 in his club career. Adrian continuing.
Away swinger from Alexander-Arnold is headed in by Joel Matip. Finally, tangible reward for Liverpool's dominance and pressure.
Well, to be fair to Liverpool, I think it's merited on balance. I know Arsenal have had a couple of breaks, but if you keep knocking, eventually you'll get there. And Guendouzi felt that he was pulled by Van Dijk, and he may have had a case. And meanwhile, Socrates doesn't deal with Matip, who just kind of eases in on it. And
the first half, and hit at the beginning of the second. 2 goals in an 8-minute spell, either side of half-time. And now there's a feeling of familiarity about a trip to Anfield for Arsenal.
Well, this is emphatic from Mo Salah. I know Leno went the other way. Had he guessed right, he's not getting anywhere near that.
Plenty of room between him and goal, but he still finds that bottom corner with aplomb. New season, new Arsenal, same result. Mo Salah tearing them apart.
I think that's the difficulty for Arsenal. It's against their instincts to just keep on sitting in. And this came right from Liverpool's penalty box.
Stays down, Aubameyang against Matip. And here's the chance for Torreira, and again, and it's 3-1. He wriggled away from the first challenge from Jordan Henderson.
He gets a little bit lucky, Torreira, with a second sort of bite at the cherry, because the Henderson doesn't challenge him. It's a poor clearance by Alexander-Arnold. Make that back line and the manager absolutely furious.
Southampton last week. Lovely skill by Pepe. In the end, it was...
Disappointed with the results, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was happy enough with Manchester United's performance at Wolves as he sticks with the same starting line. Waiting for the option which comes from Shaw, and Martial, James, Van Aanholt just about in the way. On the throat of Lindelof, but that's well won. And Jordan Ayew is onside here, and Crystal Palace have the lead. Would you believe it? They've barely been out of their own half, but Palace have stunned Old Trafford. Jordan Ayew with his first goal since January. Up went Schlupp. Almost through for Jeffrey Schlupp. Might break here. They're all queuing up. And Zaha saved by De Gea. Well. Palace almost two. It's Pogba. Oh. Not far away. Now have only kept one clean sheet in their last 18 games. Greenwood, Martial. Oh, now then, is that a penalty? It is. Oh, and Rashford off the post. Would you believe it? Just a couple of inches too far to the left and off the post. And taking on Kelly and getting around Kelly, down he goes, no penalty. James fired across, Pogba then, he's already been booked. Martial meanwhile, now James, oh yes! Daniel James scores for the second game running at Old Trafford. But the celebrations are short because United think they can go on and win this one. Zaha still going. Oh, and Van Aanholt! It's in! Palace have surely won it! Incredible! Patrick Van Aanholt at the death, and Crystal Palace are surely going to beat Manchester United in the Premier League for the very first time. It's a great counter. Van Aanholt into Zaha. He jinked and weaved. And
15 years ago, to the very day, a teenager named Mark Noble made his bow for West Ham in the League Cup. 468 appearances later, he leads them out once again. A man whose name is now truly synonymous with alive for West Ham, and there's space here. Foster comes out and just did enough to put off West Ham. Record from the penalty spot in the last two seasons, and he keeps it going. The perfect start for Manuel Pellegrini and his captain. Watford 0, West Ham 1, never in doubt. David Sullivan watching on. Son Jack there as well. Space for Hughes. Gray. Brilliant equaliser. Watford level. What a finish from Andre Gray into the starting lineup in the absence of the injured captain Troy Deeney, and justifying his selection. Good vision from Delafeu to spot the... Anderson will pick it up. Spots Yarmolenko at the far post, back across. Allaire went for the spectacular, and Foster. Lanzini's corner, met by Anderson off the post, and away to safety by Watford. So close for Felipe Anderson and West Ham. Lefebvre sees the run of Andre Gray, pulls it back across, surely! No! Allaire stretching, Anderson. Good movement from West Ham, and it ends in a goal for the club record signing, Sebastian Allaire. His first for the club since his move in the summer. Watford 1, West Ham 2. Anderson with the presence of mind to look up and spot. West Ham corner into the near post, and again a brilliant save by Foster, but the rebound is in, and it's a second for Sebastian Allaire. They kept him quiet for so much of this match, Watford, Not now. 2 goals for Haller. 3 goals for West Ham. It's another...
East Leicester for the first time in the top flight since 1976. Alistair Mann was at Bramall Lane.
This time last year, Luke Freeman was part of a Cupid. They had a little dialogue between each other, and then Fuchs went for it, and it wasn't that far wide. They played Vardy and Maddison and Jose Perez all awaiting the delivery. It's helped on by Maddison, and it really wasn't that far wide. On by Maddison. Vardy's onside. There seemed an inevitability, and he's in front of the Kop end celebrating. And there was a sense, I think, of everybody who came to the ground today that he would score. And he has. He's been booed every time he's been involved by the Sheffield United supporters, aware of his Wednesday past. It all stemmed from the play being brought forward. He tried sharp to work an opening. Here's Baldock. And McBurney! Welcome to Bramall Lane, Ollie McBurney. You are most welcome. He's only been on the field a few minutes, but the arrival of both he and Billy Sharp created an atmosphere, and the players have fed on it, and Sheffield United are level. £20 million recruit from Swansea, 20. Saying Chuloptazo might have been climbing, and then a brilliant hit! What a goal by another substitute, and this time it's Harvey Barnes. What a hit from Barnes! And Brendan Rodgers makes a change, and that has an impact. Well, if we're giving credit to Chris Wilder, we've also got to give it to Brendan Rodgers. Look at this. In by Norwood, Sharp on the far. Lundstrom! Oh, what a save! No right to make it, Kasper Schmeichel. That's...
These two finished only 1 place and 3 points apart at the end of last season. The problem, though, was their proximity to the relegation trapdoor. This time round, it's Brighton who've made the better.
Mope just holds a little bit deeper. And the header from Montoya. With some excellent defending to save the day for Brighton. And it's a straight red card. Nice delivery, half away, and headed into the back of the net by Lewis Dunn. The 10 men of Brighton Hove Albion have the lead. Højbjerg is okay. Stevens on the ground off the pitch, and Southampton on the attack with Gineppo, the substitute, who scores with his first touch after coming off the bench. Moussa Gineppo, the Malian international, puts Southampton ahead. Well, what a way to announce your arrival onto the field of play. In the 10th minute of the second half, lots of space, certainly. He's challenging with Redmond, but Nathan Redmond now. Alarm bells ringing for Brighton here, and it was very nearly 2-0. Gross with the corner, too high for Murray. Lucadio with a chance, he smacks the frame of the goal. 2 players down inside the box. Let's have it on the front foot themselves. Sofiane Boufal, the substitute. It's in from Nathan Redmond. Barely a yard out. 2-0 Southampton. In added time. It's their first win of the season. No problem with the goal. Just look at Redmond towards the bottom of your screen there. Just
for Hotter. And Hotter for Wesley! Who breaks his Villaduck and lifts the roof off the Holt end.
Oh, it's a quick thinking of Jack Grealish. As soon as he goes over with the foul from Andre Gomez, looking to stop play quickly. And Gilbert with the run inside, Grealish freeing him up, and then as Hotter's driving inside, it's a lovely run from Wesley. He is definitely onside. Michael Keane keeping Wesley onside, but then he had the presence of mind.
McGinn. El Ghazi! Villa's points! They're back. They are properly back.
It's a great moment at the Holt end. It was superb again from Wesley. He just out-muscled Michael Keane.
With these attacking playmakers, and Robbie and I just talked over on the tactics board over there about the need for, whether it's Mepham, Cook, or Ake, to leave that back line at times and engage with either Bernardo Silva in that advanced position or David Silva or Kevin De Bruyne. But it's going to be about, can they get Wilson on the ball in attacking situations?
Look like this, Robbie.
Yeah, and defensively, still not seeing their best back four. Benjamin Mendy is still out at left back, as Zinchenko continues doing there, and Otamendi comes in. John Stones is injured as well. Other than that, I mean, it's so good going forward. Gundogan plays in the holding role. Rodri takes a break for an...
City victory's been so significant over the last couple of seasons on both occasions. And passes from him in the early stages. Zinchenko making his way forwards. De Bruyne didn't hit it. Aguero did. It's 1-0 to Manchester City. They score inside 15 minutes yet again in a fixture in which they have been prolific. They have the early foundation for another potential success.
It hasn't taken long, has it? But it's that man, David Silva, again. That position he picks up, so difficult to mark. And he's involved.
Bernardo Silva, the player, picked out. David Silva ahead of him, threaded through towards Raheem Sterling. It's been a quiet afternoon for him, but he only needs one chance these days. Bournemouth's continual nemesis strikes again, and City double their lead.
How good's this? Laporte's passing has been outstanding all day. Great crossfield ball to Bernardo Silva.
Decent attempt, more than a decent attempt. A stunning goal from Harry Wilson. What a way to mark his home debut. 2-2 for him. Bournemouth back in the game in first half stoppage time with one that he will never forget. Aguero, David Silva takes over. Tricky feed from him, and Sergio Aguero's there to finish it off and potentially finish Bournemouth off as well. The two-goal cushion restored, and Sergio Aguero scores again.
But he hasn't let it affect him, has he, David Silva? Great little touch from Aguero. Silva's worked off him nicely. Tricky feet. Falls calmly to Sergio Aguero, who again makes no mistake.
Suspension that falls on from last year. It's just whether or not he wants to go 4-2-3-1, dragging Sissoko back.
Go to Spurs, and they've gone more attacking. Very interesting tactic from Steve Bruce.
And after that game at sunny at the end of August, just the norm for all those in England.
Good afternoon and welcome to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the world-famous home of the Spurs. This afternoon we welcome the players.
Now stole a point away from the champions last weekend, and all is well. But can the Magpies...
Atsu, lovely ball. Flat stays down. Joelinton 1-0. Newcastle's record signing. It's his first Premier League goal, and I don't think he'll score an easier one than that. Newcastle hit the front.
Well, it's cool, isn't it? It's poor defending in the end. He's just on the back of Sanchez. There's the little movement, and it's a great ball into him. Onside, the touch is fantastic.
أسعد الله نظيفة نادي بيرنلي يبحث عن العودة من جديد إلى سكة الانتصارات إلى فوز الفرهامبتون بحضور كبير طبعا في المدرجات. الكل في انتظار الجوزي. ليج وصل للنهائي وخسر تلك المنافسات في عام 72 أمام وايت راول خيمينيز وديوكو جوتا. تشكيلة مطعمة. هذه الكرة السريعة خطيرة لصالح بيرنلي. محاولة أولى. لوتن يحضر. الكرة تصل أمام الخطير. والتقدم سريع عن طريق بارنز. خطير الكرة من بارنز من بعيد يأتي بالجديد. رائع جدا أشلي بارنز يوقع الصاروخية على يمين روي باتريسيو. هدف أول في هذا اللقاء
كرة في غاية الروعة. بيرلي ينطلق بالهجمة العكسية، يضرب بقوة. بداية مغايرة تماما. هنا عرضية خطيرة بالراس في المرمى. بأنه سجل كرة أولى في العارضة، ثانية في القائم. باتريس طبعا لا وجود للهدف لأنه كما نشاهد على انطلاقات في الناحية اليسرى. هذه الكرة عميقة اليمنى خطيرة. الكرة جيبس وايت، عرضية عميقة ودفاع عند اللاعب جيبس وايت من بعيد. يجرب حظه حتى يوم الجمعة الفائت. وهذه الكرة خطيرة. كريس وود قلت إيجابي جدا على المرمى، خطير جدا. عرضية خطيرة طويلة بالراس، متابعة لكن عرضية خطيرة طويلة بالراس، متابعة لكن الآن داخل منطقة الجزاء. بانلي يحاول أن يسقط ولفرهامبتون في ميدانه. صلاح بانلي فرصة كبيرة للهدف الثاني. لا زالت قائم المحاولة وصار راول خيمينيز التريكولور المكسيكي. بيدرو يحضر ديوارتي يهيئ عرضية تضيع وتمر. الهائل حصل بنفسه على ركلة الجزاء ونفذها بنجاح. على يسار الهائل حصل بنفسه على ركلة الجزاء ونفذها بنجاح على يسار مكسيكي. يتقدم خيمينيز. راول يسجل التعادل في الوقت القاتل بهدوء كبير وثقة.